Men over 50, let me ask you something personal. What if one simple food, the kind you can find at any grocery store, could quietly improve your blood flow, your energy, and yes, even your performance in the bedroom? For decades, many men have thought the only solution for declining stamina was a prescription pill. But what if nature had already placed a powerful booster right on your dinner plate? Today, we're diving into a surprising food that scientists are taking seriously, the humble beet. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, I'm not eating rabbit food, hear me out. Because what you'll learn in the next few minutes could completely change how you think about circulation, vitality, and aging gracefully. And let's be clear, this isn't about quick fixes or miracle cures. This is about understanding how your body works after 50 and making small choices that can stack the odds in your favor. Choices that don't just help with sexual health, but also protect your heart, your brain, and your overall independence as you age. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's explore how one colorful root vegetable might just give you back a piece of your confidence. So what's the big deal about beets? Why are doctors and researchers suddenly interested in this earthy, purple vegetable that most of us grew up pushing aside on our dinner plates? It comes down to a tiny but powerful chemical in your body called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as the spark plug that keeps your engine running smoothly. Without it, your blood vessels get stiff, circulation slows down, and your heart and muscles struggle to get the oxygen they need. Here's how it works. When you eat nitrate-rich foods like beets, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide. That nitric oxide relaxes and widens your blood vessels, like opening up the lanes on a highway so traffic can flow freely. More open lanes mean better circulation, and better circulation means more oxygen to your brain, your muscles, and yes, your sexual organs. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Really? A vegetable can do all that? Let's put it this way. Athletes have been drinking beet juice for years because it helps them run faster and train harder by improving stamina. If it works for them, imagine the difference it can make for men over 50 who simply want to keep their hearts strong, their minds sharp, and their intimacy alive. Now let's get real. You've probably heard people say, eat beets and your erections will come roaring back. Is it true? Well, not exactly. Here's the honest truth. No single food is a magic bullet for sexual performance. Erections are complex. They involve your blood vessels, your nerves, your hormones, and even your state of mind. But here's where beets fit in. Erections rely on nitric oxide as the ignition key. Without enough nitric oxide, your blood vessels don't expand properly, and blood can't fill the penis the way it should. That's why conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and aging, all of which reduce nitric oxide, are so strongly linked to erectile dysfunction. So, when you eat beets and other nitrate-rich foods, you're essentially topping up the very chemical your body needs to start and maintain an erection. It's not a quick fix like a pill, but it's supporting the natural system your body was designed to use. Think of it this way. Prescription drugs like Viagra don't actually create nitric oxide. They simply help your body hold on to it longer, keeping your blood vessels relaxed so the erection lasts. But if you don't have enough nitric oxide to begin with, those pills won't be as effective. That's where diet becomes the foundation. Here's a myth I want to bust. Some men think, if I just chug beet juice, I'll be a new man by tomorrow. Not true. It takes consistency. Your blood vessels respond over weeks and months of better nutrition, not overnight. The real benefit of beets is long-term, keeping your arteries open, your pressure down, and your circulation strong well into your 70s and 80s. And remember, beets aren't the only players in the game. L-citrulline, found in watermelon, and L-arginine, found in nuts and beans, also feed into the nitric oxide pathway. Together, these foods create a daily foundation for better vascular health. So the reality? Beets alone won't cure ED. But in a man over 50 who wants to age gracefully, they're one of the smartest, simplest tools you can add to your plate. Here's something most men overlook. The same circulation that drives sexual performance also fuels your heart, brain, and muscles. That means the benefits of improving blood flow stretch far beyond the bedroom. Let's start with the heart. After 50, your arteries naturally stiffen. That's why high blood pressure and heart disease become more common. Nitric oxide from foods like beets acts almost like natural WD-40 for your arteries. It keeps them flexible, allowing blood to glide through smoothly. Over time, that can mean lower blood pressure, less strain on the heart, and a lower risk of stroke. Now think about energy. Have you ever gone for a walk, climbed stairs, or played with your grandkids and felt out of breath faster than you used to? That's circulation again. Your muscles aren't getting enough oxygen. But when nitric oxide improves blood flow, your stamina goes up. Athletes use beet juice before competition for this very reason. For older men, it translates into walking further, standing taller, and living more actively. All right, now let's get practical. How do you actually use beets in your daily life without overcomplicating things? First, the good news. Beets are very flexible. You can roast them, steam them, juice them, or even buy pre-cooked beets at many grocery stores. If the earthy taste is too strong for you, pair them with citrus, apples, or carrots. It brightens the flavor and makes it much easier to enjoy. Portion sizes matter. Remember, you don't need to eat beets every single day. A cup of cooked beets or a glass of beet juice 3 to 4 times a week is enough to give your body that nitrate boost. Overdoing it won't give you superhuman circulation. It'll just add unnecessary sugar and calories. Pair wisely. Combine beets with leafy greens like spinach or arugula, which are also high in nitrates. Add some nuts or beans for L-arginine, and you've created a natural nitric oxide powerhouse on your plate. Common mistakes to avoid. Beets can help, but they're not a substitute for an overall healthy lifestyle. You still need regular movement, enough sleep, and balanced meals. Unlike a pill, you won't see changes overnight. It takes weeks of consistent use to feel the benefits. If you're on blood pressure meds or have kidney issues, check in with your doctor before adding beet juice regularly. Beets can lower blood pressure, and for some men that can interact with medication. Here's a practical tip I share with my older patients. Instead of trying to force down plain beet juice, make a smoothie with half a beet, some frozen berries, and a handful of spinach. You'll hardly notice the beet taste, but your body will notice the circulation boost. Now, as powerful as beets can be, they're only one piece of the puzzle. To truly improve blood flow, erections, and energy after 50, you need to think about the bigger lifestyle picture. Let's start with exercise. You don't need to run marathons, but even brisk walking for 30 minutes a day helps your arteries produce more nitric oxide naturally. Gentle strength training, like bodyweight squats, resistance bands, or light dumbbells, improves muscle function and testosterone levels. And don't underestimate stretching or yoga. These keep blood moving and reduce stiffness that can restrict circulation. Next, avoid nitric oxide killers. Smoking, high sugar diets, and constant stress all break down nitric oxide in the body. For men over 60, cutting back on processed foods and alcohol can be as powerful as adding more healthy foods. Think of it as patching the leaks in your circulation system. Another overlooked factor is sleep. During deep sleep, your body restores nitric oxide levels, and balances hormones. Poor sleep increases blood pressure and lowers testosterone, both of which sabotage circulation. So protecting your bedtime routine is just as important as what you eat. Finally, let's talk about the mind-body connection. Anxiety, performance pressure, and unresolved stress can weaken erections even when your blood flow is good. Gentle breathing exercises, meditation, or even talking openly with your partner can relieve tension that often makes the physical issues worse. Let's keep it simple. Beets won't work like a magic pill, but they can strengthen the foundation of your health, your circulation. And when your blood flows better, everything improves. Your heart, your energy, your memory, and yes, your performance in the bedroom. The key is not perfection, it's consistency. Small steps, like adding a beet salad twice a week or walking after dinner, create big results over time. Gentlemen, you've worked hard all your life. Now it's time to invest back in yourself, because your health, your independence, and your confidence are worth it. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more senior health tips, and share this with a friend who could use a natural boost. Together, let's make aging stronger, not weaker.